Crazy. Oh, the pockets. Okay. Hello, whoever's here. Did I do the marks? Probably. An inch down. Hello. Welcome in. Where am I from? From Georgia. Let's see. Need some chalk. Where are you from? Thanks, Audie Life. Should iron that. You did? Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you sew? Let's see. attaching the pockets right now. So the pant legs. Hey, RV. How was your weekend? It was good. I was mostly in the house sewing all weekend. So it was productive, relatively peaceful. My mom did come visit for a few hours on Saturday. We like reupholstered one of my chairs. Hey Sabs, hey Z. So that was fun to finally get that done. So I should have a video coming soon that's for here for YouTube. So it's pretty good. So I joined on Friday night and I worked on a shirt dress that I did last year but never really completely finished it. I just finished it enough to do my videos. So I went back and finished it. It needed buttonholes on the cuffs and buttons. It's the gathered part of the skirt on the bottom needed to come off, and then I needed to add it 2 panels of gathered skirt to it. I think that was it. It was mostly done. I spent a couple hours working on that. I was gonna come back in on Saturday and work on something else, but because my mom showed up, I ended up not joining. So I am using the B68 to do this whole project. I'm using the combo stitch right now. So the combo stitch has the serge edge and the chain stitch. So it's kind of like doing both the sewing machine, the work of the sewing machine and the serger in one stitch. It saves time. That I'm just cutting off these edges. Is that what you're supposed to do? Not really. That's what I'm doing. We got the crouch seam. We got the crouch seam put together, and it's nice and secure. And we got our pockets on. I think this is the back. Yeah, this is the back of the pants. So I'm gonna work on the front. Put these to the side. Where my pockets go? Dang, I lost my. Oh, here they go. I was gonna say I lost my other pockets. No, but it was a bunch of people in there. Tyja was in there. At least on Friday, Tyja was in there. Aisha was in there. Risha was in there. Let's see who else from BSN was in there. That might be about it that I can remember. It was nice though. There was a lot of people in there. It was a lot of people. Miss Alethea, of course, was in there. She was kind of leading it, and then Carol came and started working on hers as well. It was a lot of people, a lot of ladies in there. I just didn't know them. They were from her Facebook channel. So, but they were all very friendly. It was nice. How did I cut that? Let's get on. Anyways, let's do this. I think these are both cut the same. Yeah. Hey Robin, hey Anna J, hey James, make sure you like the live. I'm just putting the pockets on. Then I'm going to stitch the crouches together for the front. And then I'm gonna press the pockets. Is anybody else sewing? Oh, she was on there late last night. So she must didn't finish then. A short dress is actually like a lot of work. It's really hard for me to sit and do something like a short dress in one day. It's kind of aggressive. Hold on. Half an inch seam allowance. I got this fabric from Fabric Mart. So this is my Fabricista makes one of them. I got this fabric in black as well. I was planning to do the Winnie pants in black. Uh-oh, I missed the search. But I don't know. Did I catch it that time? Hardly, but it's all good. This fabric doesn't fray anyways. Let's just change stitches on there. Okay, so we got 2 pieces. Front, this is my front. I'm going to iron. Hey Armina. Hey Miss Palmer, or Mr. Palmer. You taking them to dinner? Oh, that'll be nice. Where y'all going? I gotta turn the iron on. That'd be nice. I'll move it a little closer. Hibachi? Oh yeah, that'd be fun. I love a good hibachi. I didn't figure out what I'm eating for dinner. I had tacos yesterday, but I ate them all up now, so no more tacos. Alright, let's see what the next steps are. We can move on while the iron is getting hot. I'm supposed to do that. Put them together. Sew the outsides, yes. Sew the inside, sure. And then prepare piece A. Okay. We'll put those to the side. Let me find piece A. Hey Carmen. Alright, so for pieces A, I don't think this fabric has a front or a back, so I'm just gonna sew these together. At the sides. I'm supposed to be doing a 1/2 inch seam allowance, so let me make sure I do that. Okay. We did that. And it was that. Mark the 4 corners of completed piece A. Okay. With pins or with chalk? Well, I guess 2 of them are already marked, huh? They have seams, so let's do this. I'm trying to mark with this little piece of chalk. This is the new machine. No, you can't send gifts here because I don't have enough. I'm not monetized yet. But you can send me a gift of kindness. All right, let's see. Faux zigzag edge. What's that? That's the waistband? Y'all ain't gonna call it nothing? Oh, it do say waistband. JK. All right, here we go. Here's my waistband. Fold and sew the edge of your waistband. It must be like this. I hate when instructions don't be clear. Okay, so I did hack this. You see, I drew a line. I made this waistband quite a bit larger than the pattern, just this one, which may have been a mistake. We'll see. But I did that because I wanted to do the channels in my waistband and not just have one elastic. So, isn't it? So we're doing a combo stitch on this one. So it has, oh, I just unplugged that. You can see, but it has a chain stitch and then it serges as well. So we do it all in one go, which is really nice. It makes this project go by really fast. Fold in half, sure. So then I'm gonna fold this in half. I wanted to try to like put my label on here, but I really don't know how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna press this. I'm just gonna sew the other one. This is the back, I think. And then we're gonna put these two together. We're walking it back. We're gonna put our front and our back together, starting on the sides. So I'm just gonna match my sides up, stick a few pins in there, and see. Sew it this way, so let's do it this way. Hey, cheek. So I'll be burning my threads off and then I'll be burning my nails. So it's like chewed up. It's catching on stuff because it's all melted. Because the fire be burning my fingernails. don't know why I can't have nice things. It's just not in the cards. Thanks for everyone who joined. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live. We're sewing the double stack lounge pants. It's so far turning out to be a really quick sew. The pants are really simple design. I did kind of modify it, like what do you call it? I kind of, because the pants kind of like taper in. So instead of tapering in, I left the inner leg the same, but on the outside, I kind of taper it out to keep them a little more full, but they do have a slight taper. But I didn't really do any math or anything. I was just cutting. So we're gonna we're gonna see what that looks like when we put them together. Hopefully, it doesn't look a hot mess. And I also added about 3 inches to the length. Don't know what height these were drafted for, but I do know Brandon is a little short, so if they were drafted for his height, they're gonna be too short for me. So I did add some length, sorry, to the pant. And I added an extra, I'm doing an extra layer of waistband. So this one has 2, hence double. I'm gonna call these the triple stack lounge pants because I'm gonna have 3 waistbands. Hey Tyjeri. So we'll see if that works out. Now, what I was thinking, what I did not think through really, is that the waistband for here, this has to like attach here. So it's only gonna just barely peek out once we take out the seam allowance. So, which it should be more like this. What I could do is add a strip to the bottom to give it some length. I have plenty of this, so I could do that really quickly. Maybe I'll do that, we'll see. But the top layer should be fine. It's just that one that's questionable. Tyjeri, did you find your dress, girl? So I don't know if you guys been watching the news, but the place where I work, not my particular building or campus, but there was an active shooter on Friday, which is really crazy. So no staff members got hurt, but a security person, a police officer got hurt or killed, and the gunman is dead as well. So I'm at home all week, which is like great because I'm home, but like the reason why I'm home is not that great. But I'm hoping I can be a bit more productive and get some things done. It's the case. Hey, Miss Elisa. All right, here we go. I'm gonna stitch the pockets on. Make sure I don't have seam allowance. I should have overlaid down. That's okay. Yeah. Oh no. Where's that pen? It's in my chair. I do not want to sit on it. There it is. Okay. I should have pulled. It's too late now. Hey Sue, yeah, it is scary. Yeah, unfortunately, it is becoming somewhat of a norm here in America. So they get gun control together, which probably be no time soon. Yeah. Where I will go in with the sewing machine is to go back in where the pocket is and stitch up to make sure nothing falls out of my pocket. I could do that on here, but I have to change the settings. And that might be more trouble than it's worth. What I did want to try, what's that? Is using the hem foot. I'm seeing if I can do it. I haven't tried any of the attachments yet. So if this doesn't take too long, then we can try that together. Let me seal this. Other side. Looks good though. Alright, so on the other side. I wasn't thinking though, I should have brought the pocket up here. It would be easier to maneuver on the machine if the pocket was in the waistband seam, but that's okay. I didn't think about it initially. The fabric that I'm using, hey Will, hey Chris, hey Monet, girl, you're not late. I am using a panty, so double panty Rama. So it has some stretch, but it's not like super stretchy like a jersey, but it will hold a nice shape. And this is a Burnett B68 Maker Edition. So it's a combo cover stitch and overlock or serger machine. It was just released in July, so it's pretty new, and it's really nice. There you go, I got all the questions. And I'm currently using a combination stitch, so it has the chain stitch and it also does the overlocking for me, so we can do all this in one go. It's great for like simple projects with simple lines, like simple pants that don't have zipper flies and stuff. So this is like my third pair of pants that I made on this machine because it's so fast. I don't have to like serge my pieces and then sew them. I can just do it all in one time, which I can really appreciate. And it makes beautiful stitches, so can't go wrong with that. Yes, this is Julian's machine. Yep, he designed this edition of this machine. Yep. So I'm very excited to be one of the first people to use one. It's quite nice. Has all the bells and whistles. So I gotta learn how to use some of these attachments. So I was gonna try the hem foot because basically it'll make a 1-inch hem or smaller for you. So it's kind of like, it reminds you of like a rolled hem foot, how it like eats the fabric, but it's just like this. So it doesn't make a circle, it just pulls it in and it stops at the 1 inch. So I'm like, it seems simple enough. And it will do like the cover stitching on the front, on the top, sorry. You could do it with 2 or 3, I guess, cover stitch, or I guess I should say needles. I think 3 is aggressive, so I'll try it with 2 needles. Oh, there's my scissors. I don't think I need 3 stitches going across my hem. You just started using your serger? Yeah. I'm relatively new to serging as well, to be honest. They kind of intimidate me a little bit. Not just running the fabric through it, but like trying to do all the different settings. Like I really want to try a rolled hem. I want to try to use the elastic. That's my next project this week, is to make a swimsuit on the machine and use the elastic foot to attach the elastic and stitch at the same time. See how that goes. So I have a swimsuit cut out, ready to go. Here we go. Again, it's a little tricky getting around the pockets, but not impossible. We did it. So what I would have did in hindsight, I would have just used different pockets. I would use the pockets that you can stitch up here, and that way it would just been one curve instead of 2, instead of cutting this corner. That's what I would have done if I would have been thinking. But I also wasn't thinking that I was going to use this machine to do the whole thing. I just decided that today. Oh guys, I don't know if I have elastic, so we might not like completely finish the pants. We'll finish the sewing, but we might not get to see like the full look because I don't think I have elastic per usual. But I'm gonna see what I got. But I don't think I have elastic. Oh, you know what? Let me pause because this is for my blog post for Fabric Mart, and I need some pictures, so that's important. You act like I'm selling. There we go. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled. I be forgetting, and I be trying to put like random pictures up on the blog. Like, let me stick it on the mannequin. Let me turn it around. Forgetting to take the pictures. Who's coming to the Trap and Sew? Because you guys are gonna be my photographers for the blog. Because I'm wearing this at the Trapper Sale next weekend so I can get my pictures, and somebody's gonna have to, I'll put somebody to work. So let me know if you're gonna be there. Ouch. One thing I like about this machine as opposed to my old machine, it's gone again. Oh, the voice. Is that this machine, like when I take my foot off of the pedal, it stops. My other machine, it be like slowing down, like you take a few more steps. Like it be like, oh, I was going real fast, now I gotta slow down. It's like a car. You don't just like pump the brakes real hard. You gotta like ease into the brake. That's what my other machine be doing. This one be like, done. I'll be like, thank you for the precision. I'll take that. Thank you very, very much. Also, y'all got Julian on the live now. He is the expert on this machine. So if you got any questions, talk to Julian. Can't take the meds. Hey, Kawana. Hey, Risha, did you finish your... Oh, I saw your shirt dress actually in your group. Yes, that was pretty. That was a good fabric choice. Okay, now I'm going to sew the middle together. So I'm going to start with putting my crouch seams together to match my line. I think I'm about to go sew or try. You can't do nothing else. It needs buttons. Okay, bye Sue. What you gonna sew? I just now watched your fabric haul from Switzerland video, and I was like, dang, those are cute. Got some good ones. That was one, the French fries. I was like, oh, the French fries, that's cute. I have a friend who loves French fries. I would totally make her something with the French fry fabric. This fabric is really nice. Fabric Mart, they be having a lot of good sales. They had cashmere wool blend Ralph Lauren designer fabric on sale this weekend for $28 a yard. Yeah, I got me like 4.5 yards. Now, I live in Atlanta and I have a lot of coat fabric, but I don't have a lot of uses for coats. Not like that. But it was regularly $80, so I grabbed some. So I had took a screenshot of it to make sure to come back to it. Listen, stop asking me for the password. There we go. And then I saw Laquita had posted it. And I was like, oh yeah. How do I pop this thing up? I don't even know. Wait. There we go. And then how do I turn it on? It's better. And she posted it. She got some. And I was like, oh my God, I was literally on the website yesterday. And when I got to the website, when I looked the night before, it was 28 yards. When I got to the website, there was 7 yards left. And I got 4.5 of them. But anyways, this really nice Pontirama came from there. And then they had another designer fabric. It was like a knit that I wanted with some greens and pinks and stuff in it. And I got that too. I got 2 yards today. I want to make a vest. I should have told you. Oh, my bad. I didn't repost it or nothing. I saw it in Laquita's story and I ran. They had other colors too. I got like a garnet red color, but they had an orangey color. I forget what they were calling it, but it was an orangey red. And I want to say they had a brown in that Ralph Lauren fabric. But I mean, you know what? Fabric Mart they be having sales all the time. They might put it back on sale, just a matter of what's left at this point. Here, I gotta true up my hems right now. Hey D, are we gonna get a sneak peek? It gets cold enough for a few days, but the thing is, when you are in a place like Atlanta and it's cold, you get in your car that's in the garage, you get out your car, either you're parking it in another garage, a parking lot, walking very quickly into the door, or you're valeting at the door and you get into the building. You don't really hang out outside, so it's like you don't need 20 coats. I have a lot of coats already, but I got a lot of coat fabric. And I'm like, there's no real urgency to make a coat. If I lived somewhere where you like walk in the cold, then like when I lived in New York, I had the puffiest coats. It was so cold. But I left all those coats with my New York friends. Like, I don't need this where I'm going. They don't even really sell those kind of coats here. Those big floor length puffy coats. You don't really see that here. You mad at us because we fake? Oh shoot. Okay, next time I'll make sure I'll let you know. You don't own a coat either, Diane? Oh, I don't know why I didn't finish pinning this, because I'll be talking. That's all right. We'll just line it up here as we go. I be forgetting I got a seam allowance too. Let me get back on my seam allowance. Well, because these are kind of like sweatpants, we ain't gonna worry about whether or not we on our seam allowance or not the whole time. We're just gonna be comfortable and cute. Yeah, see, Friday is when I looked, and they had not started the weekend sale. But I sure did, because the other one that I wanted to make a vest out of, it was $30 a yard, and I was like, there's no way I'm paying $30 for a knit unless it got some silk in it or something. Ain't happening. But then it was marked down. It was 65% off, so I think I paid $10 for it or something like that. Whatever they marked it down, I think I paid $10 a yard. Okay, we have pants. Where the front? I think that's the front. What I'll probably do is when I get on the sewing machine is like edge stitch the pocket down. Because I did make them white because I wanted to use all of my shirt fabrics. So they are white. Okay, so we have pants. Let's see. They look to be plenty long. Yeah, these would be super long. That's okay though, because I might wear heels with them just for the optics. You know, just for the optics, just to, just be real Atlanta. You know how Atlanta be. They be wearing heels with their sweatpants. Okay, so this is one, and I think this is supposed to go with this. Then you fold it and attach it. Okay, so let's stitch this together. What I'm gonna do, because I did hack this, is I'm gonna do all the pieces before I attach them to one another, because this one attaches to this, and then the other one, which is in the blue polka dots, will attach to this. Yeah. Only thing is, I need to make sure I can get the elastic in. And the way he had it in the picture, I don't think I understood how he was putting his elastic in, but I'm gonna just put it in how I like to put it in, or, whatever. Okay. I should go over this doubly. Because I ain't gonna do right. Okay, here we go. We fold this together, and I'm gonna iron it. Okay, now this is supposed to attach to this. Like this. Oh, that should go in the middle and the back. I'm supposed to make my four corners, ain't that right? Yes. So, let me get my chalk, my scrap of chalk. So I can mark my 4. corners. So these seams could be in the back of the pants and not inside and stuff. Okay. This is on the sides. We don't really have a back yet, so just make one. Yep, he up there. I still use it. It's great. Just keep one thread color in there. Okay, this one goes here. There we go. So I guess in the back is where I'm gonna leave it open to add elastic in. I'm just gonna try to remember. I'm gonna put a pin in here sideways and hopefully in my mind it'll be like, oh yeah, don't sew over that part. But that has not always proven to be effective. Sometimes I end up just cutting a hole in it. Or busting a seam open, but probably just be a hole. Because this fabric does like to shift around, I'm gonna put a few more pins than I'd like to admit. This music killing me a little bit. You too, seriously.
Guess which student has a better chance of getting into an Ivy League school? First, take a look at Zach. He's valedictorian, National Merit Scholar, and he's president of the debate team. He's got a 4.4 weighted GPA and a near perfect score on the SAT. Most people would think if anyone could get into an Ivy League school, it'd be Zach. And on the other hand,
Zach's a bore.
she doesn't have the best GPA or test scores, but she has things that Zach doesn't. She picks the right AP classes and summer programs, which got her a letter of recommendation from a nationally recognized scientist. She picked the right extracurriculars that didn't waste her time padding her profile with activities that made her look like all the other.
Sort of. So one, I cut this pattern a size larger than recommended because I knew I was going to add another waistband. Secondly, the second waistband, which is something I created, doesn't come, well, the third waistband I should say, the second shirt woven waistband, the third waistband on the pants, it measures like exactly to my hips. So it's gonna be like a little bit of a, you know, if you don't jump to put jeans on, then you don't feel my pain kind of moment to get it over my hips. But once it's over my hips, it'll be fine. So there's that. What can I say? That is the truth. So this waistband will be fine. It has quite a bit of ease. The second waistband gonna be like right there. So yeah. Okay. I do think I'm doing this correctly, so I'm gonna go for it and remember that right there is where I stop. So that I can put some elastic on here. And because I increase the other waistband, which in turn is gonna make this waistband show a little bit less, I'm going to decrease my seam allowance and just do 1/4 instead of 1/2. I might add a piece of fabric to it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not making no promises, but I'm gonna line it up and see how it looks. So here's our first layer. I'm gonna press this down. I didn't even try to match the stripes, but it's gonna be crinkled up. It's not gonna matter. Okay, so let's test this. So this is what we have. Let's put our waistband on here. It would go here. Doesn't really show enough. Like it's pretty much right at the waistband. So I am gonna add a strip to this. About an inch maybe, to make this a little bit longer. You're not gonna be able to see it. It's gonna be under the other waistband, but it'll make this peek out a little bit more. So I'm gonna put this to the side for now. I'm gonna work on the other one. Then I'm gonna come back and cut a piece for that one. Yes, I am using a stretch and a woven. No, actually the waistband. So the way it works, because it's stacked, the waistband that goes onto the stretchy part is the same length as this part, where it attaches. So it all attaches to the pant at the same time, and then we would be done. But because I'm adding a layer, we're gonna have to do that again. So this part, this woven part of the waistband, it does taper. So let me see if I can show you on the side how it starts off wider and it gets narrow. So this woven waistband is smaller than the stretch waistband, but it is still big enough to go with my hips, if that makes sense. And this one actually stretches. The other one doesn't, so we'll see. We'll see what happens there. So we'll put those to the side. And we'll see. I tell you what, whatever happens, we're gonna make this work, okay? Because we are wearing this. If we have to cut it and put a zipper in the back, you can't hear me? Am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. You can't hear me or the music. Can anybody else hear the music? Make sure I'm on the right side. You can hear both? Okay. I'm not sure why you can't hear me, Vet. You hear both too? Okay. There's a blade on here. That don't ever use. Alright, there's that piece. Iron this one. You still can't hear me? Everyone else said they can hear me. But yeah, what I was saying is that if it don't fit, we're gonna make it fit. We're gonna cut a zipper, we're gonna cut it back, cut a hole in a hole, cut a slit in the back and put a zipper. This is gonna work. Cause this is the project, end of story. Okay, good. So what I was saying is that it's like a gradual decrease in the waistband length, basically. So the way he designed the pattern is that it should be, the woven waistband should still be big enough to go over your hips. Now I will say that this is a men's pattern and it was graded for a man. Men don't have hips like women do, but I did size up for that reason because I wasn't sure what the hip measurements were. I don't think they're in the pattern. I think it's just waist. So there's that. But I did look at the the pattern pieces and like measure them to see what they would come out to be. That's how I know that this third layer is cutting it close. Cutting it real close. All right. I'm gonna fold this and press. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fast. gonna do my marks. But so far, this is really easy in terms of, you know, assembling it. It's hard to see blue on blue. Okay. I should do this. Now I broke my little chip of chalk. I got some more chalk. Where? Here's one. So I'm struggling. With that little piece. Alright, I'm gonna pin this on. And same thing, we're gonna leave a little opening to insert our elastic, which I think this is a 1-inch elastic, which I might have, but I don't know. I don't wanna lie. So I don't know what I got. I don't know, I'll be going through that elastic quick. I need to buy like a big roll of it. This one sideways so we don't forget what we're doing here. Now this one don't stretch. So this one, we're just gonna stay prayed up. Yes, Armina, you better get you one, girl. Get you one, girl. It is a smooth ride. It's definitely giving Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, something like that. I was once in a Toyota, but now I've upgraded. What am I making? I'm making the double stack lounge pants by Brandon of Happily Dressed. So it's basically like a sweatpant, although you could use denim and other fabrics. He does have denim as a recommended fabric, but I'm using knit. And it has like the boxer look sticking out of the pants. So here's like our base layer. We got navy ponte. And then we're adding a couple layers of the shirting fabric to give like a boxer look. And it matches with my serger shirt. That is a pattern that is free, that Julian designs to accompany the release of this B68. and it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be a vibe. All right, I'm gonna start. Did I pin everything? Okay, I'm gonna start where the seam is. Where is it? There it is. I'm trying to keep that. Just move it in. She don't be shaking the table or nothing. Are you sewing, Brooklyn Timmy? I can't keep the pins off the floor. Gosh, the problem is I don't have on any socks. So I don't want them to, like, you know, get stuck. What did I say? About what I'm making? Or did I asked you, are you sewing anything today? Or are you outside? All right. So the way this one would work, oh, do they all have to attach to the bottom? Let me see. Maybe I didn't think this through all the way. Oh, it would have had to. Oh yeah, that's right. It would attach here. So it'll look tight. Let's line up the seams. It'll look like this. Okay. Cool beans. Let's add an extension to this, and then we can put all three of them together and then attach them to the pants, and then we're done. I'm gonna try to use the hem foot. I've never done it before. Might take me a little time to figure it out, but I'm gonna try to use it and go ahead and hem the pants up. So for now, let me grab the dark blue fabric so we can make a piece. Where's my ruler? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna open this window. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just doing a little setup to take a picture for the blog, you know. That's it for the Fabric Mart blog. Because I forget to take pictures and then I end up improvising and like taking pictures of random stuff sometimes. So I'm trying to remember this time to take pictures as I go so I can have progress, decent progress pictures. And I only have a few more minutes of sunlight and then it's over. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program. It is not this one. Wait, is it? Which piece is it? Nah, piece A. Here we go. You will hear something later. I did not memorize it, but I did read it earlier today. So I have a general idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. But the pants, to be fair, the pants are very simple. I'm going to move this for a second so I can have a little more space. Pretty much the whole strip. Pretty much. They're like really simple pants. They just have like inseam pocket, and then the extra waistband and stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna cut 2 inches, and that should give me 1 inch because there's a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then I'll do a 1/2 inch seam allowance to attach it to the other piece, and that should be enough, I do think. This blade is trash. Where am I supposed to just? I need to change it. And I actually think I have some blades. But I did win a Wawak coupon or gift card for the hackathon challenge, which I have been telling y'all about all month, last month. But y'all better get in there and get them prizes. So I did win a prize for, I think, best menswear hack, if I'm not mistaken, for the Serger shirt, which honestly technically is a unisex pattern, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get in where we fit in. And I will be using that gift card to buy me some serger threads, some regular threads, because I go through threads so quickly. And you know, now we don't really have like Joanne, we can just run out and get thread. So I'll be using it to buy notions such as thread. And I will grab some rotary blades while I'm at it. Thank you. What am I doing right now? I am cutting a strip so that I can extend the length of one of my pattern pieces, because I did not think it all the way through, and that I actually need a little bit more length because I lengthened the first waistband. So in order to maintain the integrity of the design, I need a little bit more length. It's not necessary. The main part still sticks out, but I do quite like the design, so I'm going to do that this way. Yes, getting notions is a whole thing, right? So I was so excited to get that because I was like, yes, I need interfacing. I like their Shapeplex Pro Fuse. It's kind of like a SF101. I'm getting low on that. What else might I need? In any case, yeah. Actually, it would be better to do this without the extension table. But it's alright. We just gonna run it like this. This has a knee lift, y'all. A whole knee lift. Alright, here we go. Do these stripes match? No. Not at all. But you won't be able to see this part. Okay, so we made it a little longer. How does the knee lift work? So it's just this little tool that you insert in it, and I can't see the inside, but I'm sure it's just a lever that works to lift the presser foot up. So when I push against it this way, the presser foot lifts up. So that way I can be hands-free when I'm sewing. So just like it works on the sewing machine. Alright, I'm gonna press this flat, and then we can start attaching the waistbands together. Okay, so I just made it a little longer. Now I am going to attach this one to this. Right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, you know what I should have did? Oh, wait. Do this one to this one first, actually. All right. So I'm just attaching these at the moment with my pins. And what I'm doing is I'm attaching it to the seam allowance for the waistband part. And if I did it correctly, because this is part of the hack part, it should fit perfectly around. I dropped in my own little pieces. Lord, this music. Can we get someone? There's a really good one that I like. I just don't know which one it is. Let's try this one. Black Girl Vitamins. This feels very targeted. How y'all know I'm black? All right. Here we go. Now, where is the opening? Okay. was a little more ease in my piece, but I think that's partially because this is already serged. But because this fabric has some stretch, it's okay. Not the iron getting my thing dirty. Anyways, here's my 2 waistbands, one here, one here. So I'm gonna add this part to this one. Yes, my new machine does have a knee lift right here. Yeah. Yep, it does. Scissors. So after we attach this one, then we attach this to the pants. And then I'm gonna check to see if I have some elastic. So far, I think it's gonna be cute. And you can see our seam is gonna be hidden by the waistband. It would be nice if I had at least the thick one, because that one I have to do the channels in. I have no idea what I got. then we can see if these will go over my hips. Fingers crossed. I feel like every live I've had, my clothes have been too small, so fingers crossed today, guys. Fingers crossed today that we can fit our outfits. Okay. You can always take off the last layer too, but I think we can make it work. It's gonna be tight, but I think we can get in there. All right, I do believe that's enough pins. I am going to, these need to be on the other side. Turn this one sideways so at the back it'll be open. So stick the elastic in there. This is a little. All right, let's go. It's supposed to be at half an inch. Here's all of our waistbands. Oh, that is, it should go up. Ah, it should be up like this. Maybe it's easier to hold it sideways. Okay, here's our waistbands. Now I'm gonna attach it. Well, first let me, no, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna attach it here. I believe this is the back. Yeah, okay. Push my seam up. Home stretch. Hey, Janine. Thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure if you haven't already that you do go ahead and like the live. Thank you much. Thank you much. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's start getting back. Y'all quiet. It's a lot of fabric. I'm trying to make sure I don't knock anything off the table. Okay, let me get all of these random strings off of here. Should probably like time it out some for now until I get the elastic and I can fully close this off. Ooh, these are heavy. Okay. This is like kind of what they look like. There we go. Let me iron this waistband up. Maybe I can train it a little bit so we get some elastic in there. I'm gonna check to see what elastics do I have. Okay. There. You can kind of see it. So these are my 3 layers. It's big sweatpants. Okay, let me check. Hey Adam, let me check to see what I got. This one, let's see how big this one is. This is 1.5 inches. Let's see if this works. I think the elastic is supposed to be 1 inch. Like it could possibly, it's like right at it. Yeah, I want to try it. We could try it. Let's try it. Let me try these on first before before we go through all of that. Y'all can look that way. Yeah. All right, they fit, y'all. Ooh, we in there. Okay, so they fit with, let's see, try to show y'all. Plenty of room to spare. So as you guys can see who were worried about the wovens, we got plenty of room. So now we need some elastics. So I'm gonna take these off, measure out some elastic, and I'll be back. They super long too. I probably didn't need to add 4 inches, maybe 2, not 4. I do want to be able to wear them with heels, but I don't want them dragging the floor. I don't like my pants dragging the floor. Okay. Let's see, I'm measuring my elastics now. Get one. Let's measure like here. Okay. So this is enough to do both layers at the top, but I don't have the right size. Thank you, Brooklyn Timmy. There's a pin right there. These little glass head pins, they be hurting. Okay, I don't have the right size elastic to do the bottom. I need a 2-inch, and I only have like a scrap. So let's start with the bottom one. And I am making one slightly smaller than the other one. All right, let's see here. Actually, I don't think this is the right tool. I'm gonna have to pull it through. I need the bodkin. Where is it? Fill out. Oh boy. Where will we find it? You can always use a safety pin. Oh, here it is. Oh, that takes all day. They're cute, and they only took us 2 hours to make. Oops. Because we're essentially done. We put the elastic in and we hem. You gotta close up the waistbands, of course. But see, the hardest part about elastic is making sure it doesn't twist. So here we go. Hoping we don't twist it. He didn't say, but I think I'm going to, not on this, but on the sewing machine, tack down the sides of my elastics so they don't turn. I hate like when you wash something and the elastic turns because it's not tacked down. So I am going to do that. There's already, well, no, there's side seams in the bottom part, not the waistband, but I'm gonna do it. Yes, girl, I'm using the bodkin. The safety pin be coming apart sometimes. I be stressing them safety pins out. So yeah, I use the bodkin. So it's already being cute. A little waistband. It looks like a pair of boxers, right? Especially the blue one. This one, maybe not as much, but the blue, you can't tell me that don't look like boxers. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, Yvette, I'm not sure. So the thing is, once it has the elastic in it, it's going to stick to my body. So right now I'm putting the elastics in. I don't have the elastic for the blue. But once I put the elastic in, if it's still not standing up, then I will. But it's kind of like if you've ever made a pair of pants with elastics with one waistband. When you put it on, it just kind of droops around until you put something in it to pull it into your body. So it has more weight on it than the other fabrics, which is probably why it's more noticeably hanging, you know, because these are lightweight and stiff. But I think it's gonna be fine. But if I see that it's not fine, yeah, I'll tack it down. I will write all, oh no. I blame Brooke and Timmy. The bodkin came out. Let me see if I can stick it back. She cursed my bodkin. If I have any issues with the waistband, I'll write about it in my blog and talk about how I remedy it. So the blog will come out the first Friday in September. So it'll be a while, but the information will be there. But I think it'll be fine. It's also bigger than the other ones too. Come on. We've come so far to turn back now. Let me see. Okay. There we go. Oh no, I think I clamped it. Come out there. Okay, here we go. Me too, Yvette. Me too. I think they're gonna be cute. I saw this one brand that I follow there in Ghana. They have pants that are made out of shirting fabrics and they stack them in the pictures, but I don't think they sell them that way. But they stack like 4 or 5 bands on there. It looks really cool, but it'd be like up to here with bands. A bit too much for me, but cute. I like how they did that. Oh no. I swear, elastic is more trouble than it's worth sometimes. guys for hanging out with me. This is like kind of the boring part. But I have so many whips. I don't want to make this another one. So I'm like, let me just get as far as long as I can. So if all I have to do is put a piece of elastic in it to finish it up later, great. So I'm planning to wear these next weekend. So I'll be back live Wednesday for Whip Wednesday. I'll just be here for 2 hours before Carmen comes on from 6 to 8. I think I'm gonna work on a vest that I started for my boyfriend. I went ahead and cut the lining out last week, so it's ready to be installed. I need to add the markings, but otherwise, like, it's ready to go. And the hard part of the vest has been completed, so I think in 2 hours we could finish it. So I'm thinking that's what I want to do for Whip Wednesday. I really want to do this swimsuit, but I think I want to try to do it for the Bernina blog for this using the serger. And so if I do that, I need to do it, I need to focus, and I need to be able to take pictures and document my steps and all of that jazz. So I don't want to do it on live. Yeah, so. Almost there. Ugh, that's what I was trying not to do. Is lose it right here at the end. This little elastic play all day. Pull some more in there. Just when I get to the end. Okay. That's why I prefer to sew the elastic down before holding up the waistband whenever possible. Yeah, agreed. I like that method too. If I were only doing a serger, then yes, I would have tried that. But because it has the chain stitch in it too, I don't know, because you know you have to pull when you do that. I don't know that on this setting I should be pulling, and I don't want to tear it up. I just got it. But if I was just doing a serger, then I would feel more comfortable pulling it as I sew. But I just got the machine. I don't want to mess it up. Now, this I didn't think about. Could I? I think I'd have to be in a cover with the thing with the looper down to do that. So let me grab the sewing machine so I could do this 6. I got the power cord over here. It's a lot going on. Okay. Oh. Is there some thread in my hair? I had to plug the machine in. Okay. I'm just over here to the side. I'm just gonna do a zigzag to close up my elastic. Nothing much to see here. Okay. You've never made a swimsuit? They're pretty fun to make. Okay. Now that I got the elastic in there, I'm gonna close up this seam. Oh shoot, I did not catch the other side. That's no good. You know what? I can just do that on the machine. Okay, let's spread out the elastic. Okay. Let's do this one. Alright, Bakken. Don't be doing too much. Please. It's not worth it. Hey. Hello. Don't forget to like the live. But welcome in. We're making pants. We're making fancy sweatpants, basically. Alright. Got it in there. Maybe I should use a safety pin. Maybe. The backing is... Dang. I can hear my neighbor. They mad loud. And then this music. Oh God. The sun is setting on me. What time is it? 8:25. All right. Let me hurry up. Thank y'all for hanging out. I am gonna try to hem these. If you have to leave, I understand. It's getting late. I can't say. Looks like we're maybe a little over halfway there. Really? You want girls for 6? Ooh, that's aggressive. That is aggressive. Okay, I figure out. I think it's like this. Yeah, okay. Let me zigzag these. Hello, mother. Oh, let's see. Okay. Fingers crossed that this is not twisted. I did this correctly. Maybe it is twisted. Let me see. No. It's not twisted. Maybe, oh wait. Maybe it is. Or is it just folded? Okay, we have 2 waistbands. This is how they look scrunched up. We don't have elastic for the big waistband. Quite unfortunate. This will, once I put them on, they will, like, you know, the gathers will even out. Okay, let's figure out, let's see if we can figure out by Risha how to use the hem foot. That there. Now the thing is, let me see. Thanks, D. I need to see. Is it in this one? I don't think it's in this book. Oh, I think it's in this one. Yeah, this is all about the feet. This is what I want to do. Okay. So, I think the needles have to be moved. I think this needs to be in a cover. Like, narrow or wide cover stitch. Yeah, okay, so let's do that first. Take this off. I'm gonna do a wide cover. That's this one. So this needs to be, well, let's see this. Let's see. Where are my needles at? There, yeah, so. This is the left cover, and the left cover. It's the yellow, which I already snipped, so we shall snip them all. So I'm about to change my needle settings. Remember last time I didn't move my needles to the right place, and we was like, why I wanted loop? Because they were all in the cover stitch place. They don't want to come out. Oh wait, maybe this. of the 3 thread. We need it in the left and the right. So I'm gonna put one here. Get this one out. Put this in the center and then move it over. Or sorry, to the right. Okay, boop, did that part. Let's change the settings. This needs to be on 2.5. No green thread. Let's just move that. This one needs to be on 4.5. No red thread. Doop. This one needs to be on 4, which is on 4. No cutting. Bring that down. This needs to be on R. This needs to be on 3. And not on 1. Bet. Okay. I feel like it doesn't say. I feel like this thing needs to be down too. But anyways, let's that. Cool. Okay. This green one. No, this is the blue. Blue. Here. Blue goes here. 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 Actually, I'm gonna thread this one instead. And I'll change the color. Now, when am I supposed to like iron the hem first? Probably should have watched the video. Let's do a practice first. shouldn't there be? Oh wait, the blue goes this way. It goes threaded, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we got our 3 threads. Now my gadgets away. Now I feel like in order to do this hem, I have to drop this down. Okay, did that bit. We should probably change this to one of these. Not really necessary, but since we are doing a hem, I'm gonna go ahead and change that. Boom. I think we're done with the inside. Now, the foots. Should be this one. And I know you have to change the spring. I saw that on the internet. Like, oh shit, one of my needles not in there. That's not good. Don't play. Okay. So lift this out. Oops. I don't want to lift my butt out. Let him go. Ooh, this is a lot of work. Cut it. Where my mask go? To get this spring off. Hey Aisha, I'm trying something new. I'm trying to change my foot to a hem foot. All right. take the spring out. I wonder if it would be easier. Oops. I don't know where this one hooks down. Don't hook there. Anyways, we about to find out. Yeah, girl. I didn't really look at the instructions too hard. See how you get this spring out? But I saw them doing this. This might be a dream deferred. Let me see. Let me see if I get this around. There we go. Now, come on off. Boom. Got it. Woo! Now to get this one on. Okay. This is how it looks. This part goes on here. That went on there, and then this should go in front of that. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now, here's the thing. Now, does it just sit in there like that? Let me see the picture. Should be on the outside. Alright, let me put this back on here. Try to at least. Then I'll move. Alright, I'll take this all the way out. What am I working on? Hi for doing this part on live. Good night. Oh, yes, the pictures will go up first Friday of September. So that's when you'll see the pictures. But thanks for stopping by. I'm working on, well, I'm done actually. I'm about to attempt to hem the lounge pants, the double stack lounge pants. So they're finished. They just need elastic here. We got the elastic in here. Gotta close this up. See, that's the back. But the pants are finished. So the fun part is over. I'm just trying to convert the machine to use this hemming foot to see what it's hitting on. You know, that's all. So anybody who hanging out, we just hanging out, get our little YouTube hours. Cause this don't have to be done on live. The fun part is done. But it's hard to do this with my nails. I'll tell you that right now. Woo. Let me see if I can hold it with the tweezer. Cause these nails, they make everything hard. Dealing with these little screws and stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna get this on. We about to be hemming everything. Cause this, the efforts. Ugh. This is why I didn't want to take the screw all the way out, but I couldn't get the thing back under there. All right, we might have to call it Christmas so I can get somebody over here without fingernails. Yes, I do have a channel. Please go watch some videos. Have a laugh. Lord. I don't have great screwdriver in here for this. Let me see, it's a bit longer. The screw's so little. Yeah. I can't get this with my nails. They're too long and pointy. Lord, I need some fingertips. That about made me break a sweat. That's it. Okay. I have to rethread this one. Let's get the rest of these out of the way. Don't want to go under there. Here we go. Sheesh, and this goes on top. I don't want to break a nail. There. Sheesh. This little plastic. There we go. God, the struggle. Oh, we did? Well, hey, welcome. Phew. Okay. I'm just here experimenting. This is the experimental part of the live. The sewing part is pretty much done. All right. Let me close this up so we don't lose any pieces. Chalet. Okay. Then I had unthreaded this one. Oh, I unthreaded both of them apparently. Let me rethread these real quick. Looking to me, don't be laughing at me. The struggle is real with these nails. I don't see how the people be sewing with them long, long nails. Oh no. He was just fine earlier. Alright, let me thread this. And then we're gonna test it. If it don't work, the end. Until I can figure it out why. This is a little harder to use with this bump in the way. That's how I do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. I think I have everything. Yes, it's a cover stitch. It's a combo machine though, so I was converting it from a combo stitch to a cover stitch, and then we were changing the foot, which was like the hard part because trying to do that with nails was a bit of a struggle, admittedly. Okay, but I think there's only 3 threads, so it's not a lot to thread, so I think we're good. Let's get a scrap of fabric and try this. Call Julian, right? He was here. Okay, so let me see. How would this work? You roll it in here, and you roll it again. Listen, is the juice gonna be worth the squeeze? Let's see. I think I have to roll it in to get it started, I think. That little comma is okay. Let's see. Okay. It's in there. Okay, I'm gonna lower the pressure foot and we're gonna see what happens. Okay. So, I mean, it is doing it. But I feel like you kind of have to like reinforce it. Hold on. Like, I feel like, I'm gonna try it again. You have to, so here, can you see it? And then it's here. But then here, if I wasn't rolling it, it's stitching, but it's not catching. So I'm gonna try another scrap. Luckily, I have lots of scraps because I feel like you have to keep rolling it, or it might be a good idea to have it already pressed so that it's already folded in there nicely. Let me bring it down some so that we have more fabric to play with. Okay. I'm gonna try to turn it or keep it folded, I should say, as it goes. Okay, that worked. So, can you see the light is kind of weird? And then it's here. This is a selvage edge, so that's what you see there. Okay, that could work, but I think what I want to do is hem the pants. Well, not hem the pants, sorry. Fold the hem and press it before I do this stitch on it. But I like that it stretches, none of the stitches pop. It's nice and clean. And technically it does do it for you. It did keep the 1 inch consistently, but I think I would rather just press it. Yeah. Yep. Mib. Is that what's your name? I think I'd rather press it than trust this. So I am gonna call it a day because I won't keep you with me hemming my pants. But thank you guys for joining the live today. If you haven't already, make sure you like it. Make sure you watch a video or something. I am going to probably go ahead and hem the pants, but I'll do it offline so I can put this project away. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Bye.